In this video, we're covering the Fresh Prince bel-air theme tune. Now, with this really, there are so many keyboard parts at play. What I'm covering in this video is the bass line at the beginning and the verse, and also one of the lower synth parts in the chorus. Alright, so let's get into it. The first thing I'll draw your attention to is the fact that I'm using my fingers. I'm not using a pick for this. So the very first thing we get is the 6th fret on the A string, and it goes as follows. The first bar goes, and the count there will go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Third bar. You're going to notice that the third bar is very similar to the first bar. Now, the tail end of this line then would be as follows. It goes like this, it goes. And this is why I'm using my fingers. So what I'm doing on this section is, if we take a look at the last 3 notes, we get the 4th fret on A, and I hit that with my index finger on the A string, thumb then on the 6th fret of E, and then index on the 5th fret of A. It sounds kind of evil when you take it out on its own, but if you take that out and loop it with those two, it creates a nice flow. If you used your thumb, it would sound something like this. It's very punchy, but here, flows and kind of pulls back nicely. Now, so I'm going to play the first 4 bars all together. It goes 3, 4. Okay, and then it goes in West Philadelphia and so on. So that covers all the verse. Now, what we're going to get into here is the chorus. And mainly what we're doing is we're sliding around just a set of harmonized notes. So we get the index finger on the 4th fret of D, and then we get the ring finger on the 6th fret of A. Okay, and the count goes as follows. It goes 1 and 2 and 3 E and A. Now that third beat I'll cover again. It goes 3 E and A. And that's what sneaks in the last bit just at the real end. So all together it goes 1 and 2 and 3 E and A. 1, 1. Sounds like rap. And that's kind of where rappers fit in that whole what? But just say 1 instead. So we get this 1. Okay, so the count of the next bar then, the first beat goes as follows. It goes 1 E and A. I'll do it again. 1 E and A. Creates a nice sort of hopping effect. And then it ends similar to the other bar. It goes. Alright, so to separate the 2 bars, the first bar of the chorus went as follows. It went 1. And that was the second bar. Okay, nearly there. The third bar then of the chorus goes as follows. It goes 1 and... Again, it's really good to look for similarities with little parts in songs that can make the understanding of it a whole lot easier. So in this bar of the chorus, it's very similar to the first bar of the chorus. All we're doing is bringing in the bass note half a beat earlier. Okay, so I'll play that again. It goes 1 and... And that is all the chorus. Alright, so just to play one more time, what I'll do this time is we'll focus more on the pick and hands. Alright, so the intro goes as follows. It goes 3, 4. And that's the verse as well. Then the chorus goes 3, 4, 1. 1. And that covers all the main parts that you could play for the bass line or the lower synth line of the Fresh Prince Bel-Air. Now, if anybody's any questions, as usual, post a comment below. If anybody's any requests for any other Throwback Thursdays, I'd be glad to hear them. Usually I'm kind of picking a lot of 90s stuff. There was a request for one from like 10 years ago that I did that was really cool. If anybody's any 80s, 70s, 60s, I'm like a big fan of the 90s, so kind of biased in the stuff I'm teaching, but I enjoy it. And as always, if anybody feels like subscribing, there'll be plenty more lessons added every week. What I'm going to start doing now is start uploading more chart music as well. So keep an eye out for the latest releases that I'll be teaching as well. Like this week, I went through the Spotify charts and I've had a look at the main ones that seem to be trending. So ones that are played on guitar, and also ones that aren't done on guitar at all, that I've kind of rearranged so they can be done on guitar. All right, that's about it for now. Thanks for watching. Catch you soon.